If you are trying to eat better to feel better and you're stuck between two foods and trying to decide which one you should eat that aligns more with your nutrition goals, then this tool is for you. So here I'll be walking you step by step on how to use this nutrition comparison tool. First by comparing apples and pineapple, but second we'll be comparing two different types of yogurt just to show you how different two different food items that might look pretty similar can actually be really different. So first, go to mindfooddata.com/nutrition comparison and write the first food you want to compare. So here we're typing in apples and you'll see there are so many apple options. So choose the one that's right for you and then type in the second food. So here we're writing in pineapple and make sure that the servings are similar. So if it's two fruits, then maybe comparing 1 cup might be great. But just note if you're comparing lettuce, something that's very light, to something heavier like potatoes, you might want to make the unit something like cups and not weight amount. So like 100 grams of lettuce would be like 10 cups of lettuce, where 100 grams of potatoes is like not even half a potato. So just keep that in mind. So here we have a calorie comparison, we have fats, we have carbohydrates, we have protein. We go over each of these in FoodFlip, and you have portions for each of these customized to you so that these numbers make a whole lot of sense. But for now, just know protein, carbs, and fats are macronutrients. That's where calories come from, energy. We have fiber, something that you've probably heard of before is typically great for digestion. We're thinking microbiome. So all good things there. And then just note that number 1 is pineapple and number 2 is gala apples. And so right here where I have my cursor, I have 1, so that's for pineapple, and then 2 is for gala apple. So just keep that in mind. And then I really like this tabular form. You see the calories side by side, you see the fat, the protein, the carbohydrates, the sugars, minerals. So things like calcium, that's one of many types of minerals. And then we also have vitamins, the things that are near multivitamins. So all those vitamin A, D, E, K, A, B, C, D. And then we have the other categories. So we have weight, so gram amount, what we were talking about earlier, and just a whole lot of information that you probably don't need to know. But if you want to nerd out, there are tons of numbers. Like you might have been familiar with omega-3s, omega-6s, and the ratio between the two. So all kinds of crazy numbers. And we also have amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein. So you'll see there are tons of amino acids and there's a whole list there. So I love this free nutrition resource as your nutrition coach, and I just wanted to show you too. Now I'll be comparing two similar snack options. The first will be chiobani Greek yogurt, strawberry flavor, and the second will be a strawberry flavored cottage cheese from Good Culture. These are two great snack options, but let's dive into the nutrition, how they compare. So let's go through the same process as before. We're at the same website. We'll type in the first food item and just note that order doesn't matter. So I just chose to write the chiobani first and then the Good Culture second. Something to point out is that chiobani is fat-free and Good Culture is actually 2% fat, but let's see how interesting these results are and how they compare. Also make sure that the serving size is the same, so I decided 100 grams would be the comparison instead of cups. So notice the calories. There's actually less calories in the 2% fat compared to the fat-free. It's only 10 calories, but it's like 15%, so it's kind of significant. And then notice the fat obviously is different, and the carbs are probably the most different. We also have higher protein in the Good Culture versus the chiobani. So if you're new to nutrition, maybe this is where you end. You're looking at calories, fat, carbs, protein, awesome. Something else that you might look at as you become more experienced and you look at your blood work, and maybe work with your doctor in your labs, is calcium. So this was interesting. There was a difference in calcium as well. And then also just note when you look at the comparison table, the food item number 1 is good culture and number 2 is chiobani. That will help you read this table. So these are a ton of numbers, but again, if you are new to nutrition and this might be a little bit overwhelming, then I, as a nutrition coach, come alongside you and can even look at your blood work with you to see what you need and how we can use nutrition to really, truly nourish your body from the inside out. But absolutely love my food flippers, the FoodFlip members, and some of y'all just love nerding out, so I wanted to show you this amazing tool. And that is how to compare 2 different food items using this online free tool. So if this was helpful, share this with a friend and consider having access to more nutrition resources and your own personal nutrition plan and nutrition community of people who are also in the same boat trying to eat better to feel better by visiting joinfoodflip.com. I'm your coach, Michelle, and I'll see you next time.